From Burlington, Wisconsin, it's time for Miller Lite All-Star Bowling. Welcome back to Town and Country Lanes, Burlington, Wisconsin, as we get set for our final semifinal matchup. Leading into the men's finals, Keith Garrett taking on Jamie Kaiser, a couple of Illinois bowlers doing battle here today. Once again, lanes 15 and 16 with Merle Draper, John Weiser. Glad you're with us for this matchup. Again, these two bowlers going at it for a chance to move on to the men's finals. And Keith Garrett will get things started off with a 10-pin.
Yeah, and Keith threw that ball pretty good. It just left a weak 10. The ball came in just a little late and didn't hit, and he's at what they call flat 10.
A couple of bowlers who've been very familiar with our Miller Lite All-Star Bowling format through the years. Cross lane going at the 10-pin. Keith right on it. Opens up with a mark.
Yeah, Keith's been on the show several times, John, and so is Jamie. Jamie Kaiser runs a pro shop down in Illinois, and he's a very good bowler and a high competitor, so this should be a good match we have out here today. There's Keith and
his effervescent personality.
Sure is.
Jamie winds up and opens with a late strike.
Hey, you got to break off the wall there. Late, the 6-pin came off late and touched that 10 and took it down.
Bowler's friend, that little messenger coming across. Again, at stake on the men's division, a chance for a berth into the men's finals, chance to win $1,000 and the championship plaque for winning the men's division. Jamie bowling out of Mundelein, Illinois.
That's a good-looking shot there, John.
He's right on early here as he starts off with a double.
There's a shot at Jake Kessler right there in the middle in the background. He's one of our employees here in bowlers and one of our young and up-and-coming bowlers, too. He's getting more and more into the scratch bowling type of competition.
Smooth delivery, getting to the line, and again, that soft 10, that 6-pin staying down.
Yeah, and that's one where you throw the ball and you think you throw it well, but the ball just didn't read the lane quick enough, didn't hit hard enough, and that 6-pin hits the channel and doesn't come off and get it. And he'll go cross lane again to try to convert it.
Get a look at the footwork. Right up at that half the approach. Dead on for the 10-pin, so back-to-back spares for Keith Garrett out of Ingleside, Illinois.
Well, this is one of our bowlers, as we all know, Cody Holbeck, who was champion last year. Cody didn't make the cut this year, but he'll be back next year, and that's his girlfriend, Taylor Milano, on his right. And she tried out for the ladies, didn't make it, but down the road I can see Taylor making the ladies' TV show someday.
Keith on 15, looking for his first strike of the day. Gets a little high and a break.
Tripped that 4-pin, that 2-pin took that 4 right out, and good break for Keith.
39 in the second with the strike up in the third for Keith. Jamie with a double working. Mentioned Jamie out of Mundelein. Part of that Storm Rotogrip staff now for the past 6 years as he opens up with a 3-bagger.
It's a shot of Sharon Zagar and Stephanie, Matt Zagar's wife and daughter here watching, because Matt will be bowling later on. They're out here watching early in the early match.
Matter of fact, the winner of this match faces Matt. You'll see Matt standing back there. Toward the back there, taking this match in. Also see Lorraine Draper here today. Good to have her along.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got to have her here and make sure things go right.
Jamie looking for 4. That one just a hair wide, leaving a 2-pin.
Just came up out of that one a little bit, and the ball went out on him. It's delayed, so he shakes his head. He realized what he did, so he'll just go cross lane. And it's kind of funny when you get something going and you do that. You talk to yourself a little bit.
We've seen it does not take much as he'll go for the 2-pin conversion here. Right on it. So Keith getting set to step up here. Fourth frame here for Keith, looking for his first double of the day.
Nice shot. Looked like a good shot. All the way. That was strong. See, I think he moved over a little bit, moved right, went a little bit more direct on 16. You notice that. See how the ball reacted and went in hard and carried that 10-pin out.
Yeah, the tendency has been last several weeks going strong but staying to the inside, and that ball has a tendency to hang just a hair on the outside about that 12th, 13th board, just hang a little bit longer, and thus delaying the break and causing this either to roll right up on a split or stay wide and wash out. Keith
another nice
comes
shot.
right back with a 3-bagger through 5. So Keith Garrett back into this match here after a slow start. Let's see if Jamie can rebound here for his 5th frame. Says he bowls a lot. Doesn't really put the number of years down, just says he bowls a lot. That is a good shot. And couldn't trip that 4.
Just left that 4-pin. Yeah, Jamie bowls a lot. He bowls all kinds of tournaments all over. He pretty much bowls all of our scratch tournaments we run out here at Towne Country, our doubles events. Our team tournament we run, he always comes out for that. Of course, he bowls nationally, and he's a very good bowler, good competitor. And as you said, he runs a pro shop down in Vernon Hills, so keeps him busy doing that also.
After that 4, late break, gets it. Spare up in the 5th frame for Jamie Kaiser, but Keith with that 3-bagger working. Still a little bit of a lead here midway through our first match. Again, the winner moves on to face Matt Zagar in game number 2 here today. Last of our men's semifinals.
At this point, it's a pretty even match. Keith's got the turkey up now, so he's got the advantage if he should go out, but it's still it's really close, almost to the pin right now.
Real strong with it, and that's got wide. Missed his mark to the right that time, and lucky he was able to kick out that 10-pin as we get a good look at Corky Albrecht.
Yeah, that's one of our veterans, I guess you could say, from this area. Been here a long time, bowls real well, and so he's here to help us with the operation of the TV show and everything we do.
Sitting to his right is one Norm Swanson, another longtime bowler. I think I've mentioned a time or two. Between the two there, that's about 100 years worth of bowling right there.
It sure is. And it's a really good bowling, too.
Tough conversion here, and he gets it. Nice job by Jamie to come back with that tough 1-2-7 combination.
See, he took the ball there and hit it inside the head pin, and the ball drove right through, and the 2-pin went right into the 7, and that's the about the only way you can pick that up.
Well, let's see if Keith Garrett can keep it going here. He has a 3-bagger working as he steps up here for his 6th frame. Keith bowling around the area. It's bowling in the Kenosha area and wanted that one. And how that 7-pin stayed up, I will not know.
Oh, what a bad break. Cold, solid. I mean, you can't throw it any better. And, you know, you start out, you don't carry a couple of 10s, you make an adjustment. You're solid to the pocket, and you throw the ball that well, and it's just, it's what we say, one of the bad breaks.
Probably that leave and leaving the cold 8 or the cold 9.
Right.
3 toughest breaks, I think, throwing the ball in the pocket. right at it.
And John, this day and age in bowling, that's what you see a lot of. The balls, the reactive resonant bowling balls we have hit so hard, and they drive through so hard that the pins just fly over is what they do. And you never know when that's going to happen. You throw it correctly and just bad breaks.
3-pin lead for Keith as he steps up here. 7th frame. Quick with it. Again, solid 10.
To this point, Keith's throwing every ball in the pocket. You know, he's got 3 strikes, 3 10 pins, and a solid 7.
Find friends at the Lynch Superstore here in Burlington, sponsoring our high game prize once again this year. As Keith will switch bowling balls here. Harder surface ball going after the 10 and nearly ran out of room, but made the coverage there.
He got it. It looked like it might fall off on him, but he was able to. Speed kept it up.
And Jamie trailing by just a couple of pins here. Stepping up for his 7th and 8th frame. We're on lanes 15 and 16, Town and Country Lanes, Burlington. Uses the full approach. Likes that shot. It buries it.
See how solid he was at the line. He was down at the line, foot straight forward, good balance, and that's the way you're supposed to throw it, and everything worked out well. Again, the Zagar family looking on, waiting for Matt to come on later on.
Big frame here for Jamie. See if he can try and get something going late. Started off with the first 3 and 3 straight spares. And now a strike in the 7th, working here in the 8th. Much better shot there. And carries it. Double for Jamie here late. So he'll take a 1-mark lead going in the final 2 frames.
Yeah, that was a big shot for Jamie because he going along and good pace because Keith's throwing the ball really, really well. And outside of those taps, he would be right there.
He has been in the pocket every shot. 8th frame here for Keith Garrett. Direct, came up hard, leaving the 4-9. Wow.
To this point, you can say Keith hasn't had a good break. If he would have carried every shot he's thrown, he'd have them all. And that was, again, another great shot. Leave a 4-9, just real solid, real hard into the pocket.
What's important here is make sure a pin count is a tight match like this. You just never know. Try and go for it here. It took too much of the 4, so it'll be open frame for Keith in the 8th. 164 through 8, and there's our pair of bowling balls that we're going to be giving away here in the next couple of weeks or so. 900 Global. Find friends there.
Yeah, Joe Arvai out of Racine helped us with that. And we thank Joey for getting those for us to give away to the viewers in the last 2 shows.
Big ball for Keith here, trying to get back into it. Use the 4.
Keith's got a game that he's throwing every ball about as good as you can throw it and to be behind in the match. You know, he's hit every ball in the pocket. One with a 4-9, leaves a 4-pin. I mean, everyone has been there.
After it, oh, it hooked away. Wow.
Got away on us what had happened, yep.
You can see there the ball reaction there. It came out of that oil, and boy, it went left immediately. Huge open frame here by Keith Garrett in the 9th. Jamie Kaiser now for his 9th and 10th with a chance to put this one away. Kicks the 10 out.
Nice, good shot there. That was very nice. And that pretty much puts Jamie in pretty good control right now.
Gives him 3 in a row and stepping up for his 10th frame. And chance to shut out Keith Garrett here. Boy, that back-to-back opens by Keith Garrett in the 8th and 9th frames.
Yeah, the best Keith can get now is 203 if he goes out, and Jamie stays behind the line, he's got 2 all.
Switch balls here on this shot here in the 10th. Ripped up high. That's 4, 6, 7, 10. Wow. And with the match in hand, you try and experiment a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's what he did. I think he thought he'd do a ball change to see what kind of reaction he'd get for next match, because he had this match won. And I'm sure he learned plenty on that shot.
Slide that over, and does not. Open frame in the 10th, 2:15 for Jamie Kaiser, but the best Keith Garrett can do with a full ride would be 2:03. So Jamie Kaiser will advance to take on Matt Zagar out of Kenosha in our second match of the day. Keith bowled well. You know, you take away the miss on the 4-pin in the 9th frame, but every first ball was in the pocket.
Yeah, you're right, John. He actually threw every ball in the pocket for 10 frames. You can't throw it any better. You can get any breaks. And again, that's the bowling gods, I guess, looking down, because that does happen. What you can do about it. Good spare, and then he'll get the count here. But Keith bowled well.
Possible 193 here for Keith. But Jamie Kaiser out of Mundelein will advance, take on Matt Zagar out of Kenosha. Should be a great match as Keith wraps this one up with a strike. 2:15 to 193. Jamie Kaiser over Keith Garrett. Back with match number 2 after this.
Miller Lite All-Star Bowling is brought to you by Lynch GM Superstore. Nobody sells for less than Lynch. 900 Global. For all your bowling equipment and attire, it's 900 Global. Your local bowling center. And Towne & Country Lanes in Burlington, Wisconsin, the home of All-Star Bowling.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people counting calories, which led to counting carbs, which led to counting crunches, which led to 8-minute abs, which led to 7-minute abs, which led to ab masters, thigh masters, and butt masters, which led to the realization that the best place to get a six-pack is the liquor store. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and the perfect six-pack. You're welcome.
It's exploding fun for the whole family. Cosmic Bowling. Towne & Country Lanes in Burlington introduces Cosmic Bowling. It's bowling fun with the hottest music and coolest light show all in one. So trade in those dancing shoes for bowling shoes and experience Cosmic Bowling. Cosmic Bowling, only at Towne & Country Lanes.
Hey 900 Global fans, Senior Design Engineer Nick Cyphers here with another exciting new release from 900 Global, the network. With a newly developed cover stock blend and our strongest asymmetric core to date, the network has everything you need to get connected with the lanes. A strong mid-lane read, powerful back-end motion, and endless continuation are at your disposal. At the center of the network is our re-engineered CFT2 asymmetric core, featuring modified densities that have created a lower RG of 2.49, higher differential of 0.051, and our strongest intermediate differential to date, 0.030. With these core numbers, bowlers will see around 6 inches or more of track flare. Wrapped around this core is our newly developed cover stock, the XPT74 Pearl. XPT stands for Extended Pore Topography. This cover stock is chemically engineered to have more uniquely shaped porosity structures that extend deeper into the shell, allowing for quicker oil absorption while maintaining responsiveness down lane. With our one-of-a-kind neat T-pad finish, the network will appear quite shiny despite having a surface roughness equivalent to 4000 grit. With this combination of core, cover, and finish, the network will connect best with moderately heavy lane conditions, allowing bowlers to move left while maintaining a strong mid-lane read and back-end reaction. To learn more about the network and the rest of the 900 Global lineup, visit us online at 900global.com. And as always, like us on Facebook for the latest 900 Global news and promotions. "900 Global, performance tailored for your game."
Acres and acres of over 500 vehicles for you to choose from. Shop Lynch for your best deal.
You do the driving, we'll do the listening, because I want you to love how you feel in your new ride.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
Match number 2 set to get underway here today. Jamie Kaiser defeating Keith Garrett 215 to 193. So Jamie on to face Matt Zagar out of Kenosha.
Look at the resume them guys have got, John. Look at that. 55 300 games, 31 800 series.
And Matt will get things started here. And he buries the first ball.
Solid shot.
We're going to see a lot of strikes between these two guys in this match here today. And part of our semifinal matchup. One slot left to fill for the men's finals coming up in a couple of weeks. So we'll see if Jamie can keep it going here. Finished off that last game against Keith Garrett, 6 straight. Or excuse me, 3 straight. The 7th, 8th, and 9th frame helps cement that victory. And that one coming in light, but able to carry.
See, he went back to his original ball there, John. Remember, he used the 1 in the 10th frame, get a read on it, but he went back to his other ball on that shot. There's a shot of Kyle Zagar, Matt's son, on Matt's left there. He's wearing a red jacket, and Kyle's a really good up-and-coming bowler, as his older brother Ryan is, as we all know from bowling in the area.
Wore appropriate attire, I see, too.
Yes, he always would do that. He does that for sure.
Ring and 10 for Jamie here.
It's just a late entry into the pocket. You know, threw the ball well, get a good roll, but it just hit late enough that 6-pin goes around and bring it out. So he'll go cross lane and to convert this with a harder shell pulling ball. That's what they all do. They take a harder ball, they go cross lane and throw harder at it. Just that, don't hook it.
So Jamie cleaned through 2. Matt Zagar set to step up here.
I'll give a big smile.
Yeah.
He knows he's on camera now. He's got it.
Man, a big golfer in his spare time.
Sure does.
No pun intended there. He comes out with a double.
Strong shot. You see, Matt's a strong bowler, though. He's got great arm swing and good speed, and just gets a lot of roll on the ball. He's real strong. I always say Matt can overpower a lane sometimes.
Chances to bowl against Matt several times in the league competition in the Kenosha Racine area. He's a tough one.
There's a shot of Jerry Reamer back there, which Matt's cornerman today, and their teammates on the national bowling team they have.
A light mix there for the three-bagger. So Matt off to a flying start here. Jamie winning that first match 215 to 193 over Keith Garrett. And Jamie keeps it simple on the resume sheet here. How many titles? A few.
Yeah.
How many years bowling? A lot. And a few words, and 6'10" there. Got away from him just a little bit. A little slow, it looked like, on the delivery.
I think he did get slow, and today's bowling, that's so important. You got to have good speed. You got to have enough speed to get that ball through the heads so it doesn't overreact, and that's what happened there.
He makes the conversion. So clean through 3 for Jamie. Trying to chase Matt down here, who's off to a turkey start.
That's the thing about bowling. If your opponent is throwing strikes, you have to throw strikes to stay with them. There's no defense in this game. So we'll see how Jamie throws this one.
He's changed. He's gone back to that ball, and this time got it extremely wide.
He lost that ball on the downswing, John.
5 count.
Yeah. He really got ahead of it and lost it on a downswing, and the ball stayed out.
So the 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, I think that's.
8.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. You don't leave that too often.
No, you don't.
But he'll just throw the ball out, hope it'll hook back into the pins, and it did.
And he did.
Great shot. You can't do it any
Almost
better.
got to throw like a strike ball, I would
Yeah,
think.
pretty much. Yeah, I guess you got to hit that one, too. Everybody's giving him a nice round of applause for that.
Well, here's Matt out of Kenosha. Owner of the Schneider snack route. Yeah. Like he crossed over the foul line, and he did.
He did. He fouled. He saw that right away. See the foul light came on, and he went over that.
So wipe out the strike. Goes a foul on that first ball, so this will be Matt throwing for a spare here in the 4th frame. That's coming off a 3-bagger. That hurts pin count there.
Yeah, it sure does. You just got to get yourself composed and try to execute and get a strike, because that's what you got to have to get the spare. Good looking shot.
And that's a spare. Going to hear about it from a few people, I think.
5 strikes in 4 frames.
Yes, yeah.
In essence.
Let's see if he can regroup here. 5th frame for Matt Zagar. Better shot.
Nice strong shot. See that, man, was straight to the foul line on that one. See his sliding
still
foot.
shaking his head.
Shaking his head and smiling about it, because I guess you can smile after you throw the next strike, but I'm sure inside he was, I know Matt pretty well. He was pretty well burning when he did that.
Let's see if Jamie can get redialed in. He got off to a good start in his first match against Keith Garrett and struggled here last couple of shots. Let's see if he's figured it out.
That looks good.
And a better result there.
He stayed down. You see his arms went a little tighter on that one and kept it closer to his side, and a great reaction.
So Matt with just a little less than a 2-mark lead here midway through match number 2. And the winner faces Chad Moss for the right to move on to the men's final.
Yeah, just think about it. He's only got a 2-mark lead, and he started out with a turkey.
Yeah. I think you're Jamie, you're saying, I'm feeling pretty good. I still got a chance here. Still in this match, and he comes back with a double.
Nice shot. That ball had a great roll on it. Just exploded down there and took that 7-pin right through it. He's kind of smiling. He knew he threw that one real well.
And here's Matt. 5 Racine City titles to his credit, 4 Kenosha City titles. Still had a little bit of trouble on the approach there in 16, but this time stayed behind the line for the strike.
Matt had a 300 game at the USBC National Tournament out in Billings, Montana a few years ago too. And he told me that's one of the greatest thrills he ever had to do it at the Nationals.
Yeah, 55 perfect games, but I'm sure that one is the one he will always cherish and remember.
Sure.
You always remember your first one, but then there's that.
That big one like that,
exactly.
Correct.
On a national stage, you bet. A little light, broke up the 2-8.
Yeah.
Hey.
Got a little break on that one. That's a little lighter than you want to be, but you got a break and came out and took the 2-8 out.
Let's see what Jamie can do here. Deeper and a better result.
Nice shot there. So strong. He stayed down solid at the line. Come through the ball with a good arm swing, straight and strong and good speed. Jamie's a really good bowler, and I know him real well. The only problem, he's an Ohio State Buckeye fan, and that, you know, I told him we got to change that around.
I got a feeling that his entry fee next year might double.
Yeah, he's.
I'm sure he takes that all in stride.
Oh yeah, he does.
Hey, he comes right back, 3 in a row
Nice
for
shot.
Jamie. We got a good one going here midway through this second match. Again, the winner moves on to face Chad Moss. Yeah, Matt would be perfect if it wasn't for the fact that he fouled in that 4th frame. Much better luck this time, and nice result there. Kick that 10 straight back.
And that's where they lined up now. Of course, Jamie is also. They're both got a good line and good ball to the pocket.
Ryan, Kyle, and Stephanie, siblings of the Zagar family.
All really good bowlers. It's a bowling family. Stephanie's going to be really good too. She's a little younger than the boys, but she's become a very good bowler also.
Well, Dad is teacher. They're going to be just as tough. There you go. Matt dialed in.
These guys make bowling look easy. And like Jamie's saying, all I can do is throw strikes and hope to stay close.
8th frame here for Jamie. 3-bagger working. Good spot there and a good result.
Nice shot. Absolutely solid.
So he set himself up nicely here for the 10th frame. .243 if he can go all the way out.
There's Keith Garrett giving a play-by-play now, so we know what's going on. That's Tracy Rodgenow there, Jason's wife.
Real deep on 15. That ball came revving back though.
Good shot.
First ball, 10th frame strike. Get one here, bump him up into the 250 range here.
Believe it or not, if Jamie goes out here, he'll put pressure on Matt to get one in the 10th. With the game Matt's got going, so these next 2 shots are pretty big for Jamie. This one in particular.
Okay, got it wide, a little hard, and it backed off, and he washed out.
Yeah, he got a little quick with his feet, and we'll just stayed out and just hung on him.
We get the spare here. 239. Did not come up with it. Chops the spare. 236 for Jamie. And Matt's going to advance here. Just has to keep it clean. For the win. Got it. Matt Zagar. Be one of the first bowlers in history to throw 13 in one game.
It would be, I think so.
If it goes all the way off, right?
Yeah, it would be the first time ever on our TV show out here at Towne and Country Lanes. I know that. He's got the game one, but if he goes out, he can shoot 270 with 13 strikes possible.
Yeah. And he fouled his first ball in the 4th frame. Came back and made that spare. And he's doubled up here in the 10th. Chance for a 270 and 13 strikes.
Yeah, he's laughing about it now too. And there's another case. Jamie bowled just about as good as you can bowl. I mean, he bowled real well. One bad shot there in the 4th, but he recovered and came back. But Matt just had everything today.
This one for the record books if he gets it. Oh, the ring in 10. 269 for Matt Zagar to 236 over Jamie Kaiser. So Zagar advances. He'll take on Chad Moss. We'll have that match for you right after this.
Miller Lite All-Star Bowling is brought to you by John Magna Pro Shop. GMBA Hall of Famer John Magna has been helping bowlers improve their scores with his expertise and unbeatable prices on the right equipment. Get the Magna Advantage at John Magna Pro Shop, 92nd Street, Milwaukee. And by Alpine Lanes in Muskego, Wisconsin. People love our 16 lanes, 11 flat screens, and outdoor volleyball. But the food at the Avalanche Grill scores high too. Newly remodeled Alpine Lanes in Muskego is a family favorite. Check out Alpine's short season programs beginning in May. Old Settlers Bowling Center in Union Grove. Old Settlers Bowling Center on Highway 11 in Union Grove features bowling and a golf simulator indoors, sand volleyball and horseshoes for the summertime outdoors. For details on year-round fun, call 262-878-3709 or visit oldsettlersbowl.com. River City Lanes in Waterford, Wisconsin. River City Lanes, just off Highway 36 in Waterford, has a full calendar of bowling and specials with volleyball and horseshoe leagues now forming, plus a full menu of food and more than 80 types of bottled beer. River Lanes doesn't stop there. A full-service pro shop and Bruno's Restaurant and Banquet Hall make it a one-stop destination for high scores and full-service dining and entertaining. We do the work, you enjoy.
When the Declaration of Independence was signed, they toasted with a Miller Lite. When Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity, he tied a Miller Lite to his kite. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, and everyone's minds were blown. It was the best thing of all time.
I tied a string between two Miller Lites.
Miller Lite, the original light beer and greatest beer in the world.
Miller Lite is back in its original can.
It's exploding fun for the whole family. Cosmic Bowling. Towne and Country Lanes in Burlington introduces Cosmic Bowling. It's bowling fun with the hottest music and coolest light show all in one. So trade in those dancing shoes for bowling shoes and experience Cosmic Bowling. Cosmic Bowling, only at Towne and Country Lanes.
Three generations, family-owned with acres and acres of new and used vehicles.
You do the driving, we'll do the listening, because I want you to love how you feel in your new ride.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
Matt Zagar throwing 12 strikes. Yes, 12 strikes for a 269. Nonetheless, defeated Jamie Kaiser to move on to our final match of the day here, taking on Chad Moss. Right to move on to the men's final and a chance for a $1,000 payday. Here at Town and Country Lanes, Burlington, Wisconsin, lanes 15 and 16. Chad's going to get things started here. And rolls up a strike to get things going.
Yeah, Chad's really a good bowler. He's bowls all over, nationwide, national, states, anything. You find Chad, he'll be bowling. And very good bowler, too, as his record will show.
Matt coming off that 269, trips the 4. Yeah, he had went over the foul line in the 4th frame, then converted the spare. Went all the way into the 3rd ball in the 10th. Possible 270 in that previous match.
And the thing about it, he needed all them strikes because Jamie Kaiser bowled really, really well.
Yes, he
got
did.
236 and was right there with him. So it was a great match, and this one should be a good one too. We got 2 really fine bowlers here.
Right up 3rd arrow, and that one settled in nice. Double for Matt.
Yeah, Madden's tightened the line up a little bit here. A little stronger with the ball. It was a great shot.
Chad Moss out of Waukesha. Enjoys bowling and hanging around with the family. Likes playing with the kids and taking time away from the lanes, and comes back with a strike. So double for Chad Moss. Chad with 6 state titles to his credit. 3-time Badger Elite champion. Won a Bowler's Journal singles match with what was then a record 1045 for 4 games. Whoa, that's a lot of sticks.
It sure is, especially at Bowler's Journal.
Looking for 3 in a row. And got the light mix. So Chad Moss starts out with a turkey. The winner of this match goes into the men's finals. Gene Holst, Kevin Menschow, along with Jason Wojner, all advancing over the last couple of weeks. Final slot will be decided in this match. Matt coming up high in the big 5, as they call it.
Yeah, Matt tugged that one inside. He hit inside his target and come up out of the ball, and he pretty much knows what he did. So now he'll just try to get 3 pins on the right side here, because at this point pin count becomes important, especially if you got a double or a turkey up. You know, you lose pin count, it come back to haunt you. So he'll just go hard across.
Maybe.
Wow.
Oh, almost.
Almost got them all.
Open frame for Matt, his first one of the day, 53 through 3. There's our sponsor for the longest string of strikes, Lebby's Pizza out of Lebanon, Wisconsin. You gotta love it. It's Lebby's.
Yeah,
tasting pizza.
We thank Nick and his family for doing that too. He's a great sponsor, and we, as you said, we get all of our pizza from him, and it's great pizza.
Trying to get back on it here. A little light mix, and the 210 falling in opposite directions. Matt back in a strike in the 4th. Chad now a little bit of an opening here. We're early in our 3rd match of the day. Again, the winner moves on to the men's final. Chance for a $1,000 first place prize money and the championship plaque for the 2014 Miller Lite All-Star Bowling. Chad with 4 in a row. Takes advantage of the Zagar Open here.
You notice Matt on his backswing comes back quite a ways, but he still doesn't get it above shoulder high, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep it shoulder level, and he does it. It's a great, as big and tall as he is, sometimes he has the tendency to go above parallel, but he doesn't do that. He's really precise with it.
Rolling that new deviate ball that's out. Another good-looking shot, another good-looking result. Well, Chad Moss off to a great start here. The front five midway through this match.
And this is the case where Matt will have to keep going to stay with him.
Here's the 900 global bowling balls we'll be giving away later on. Watching for that. Matt comes right back with a strike here on 16. Better looking shot there.
Yeah, very good. We got a good game here, John. We got a lot of strikes, only one open, and 5 frames between the two bowlers.
Matt gets around, bowls a little bit in Kenosha. A lot of Racine bowling.
Yeah, he bowls tournaments, the doubles tournaments out here. Of course, the national team they have, state tournaments.
Light, and again, almost that same exact shot, that 2 and 10, the last to go down.
Well, it's just good roll on the ball to get that explosion that way.
So that's keeping Matt going here, following that third frame open. But Chad Moss been on fire. Every ball, first 5 frames right there. Out, rolled up on him. Ooh, 3, 4, 6, 7.
Yeah, Matt got, for Chad, I mean, got that ball a little bit right too quick. Is what happened. Hit the dryer area outside too fast, and it come back and come right on top. So he'll go across and try to get to 2, maybe convert it, but he'll make sure he gets 2 pins on this count.
Count crucial here. He'll make sure at 2.
That's what he did there. He got the 2. Sometimes you could slide that over, but you can't take a chance of not getting them because the pin count can cost you.
So the first open of the day for Chad. So each bowler with an open frame here through the first 6. Well, Matt was able to come right back. Let's see if Chad can do the same here in his 7th frame. Out just a little bit, leaving the light 7. You see that ball trying to fight uphill, you know, and
it's a little bit, and sometimes you'll get that 2 pin will kick into that 7 pin and take it out, but it just stopped a little short, so he'll go across and convert this 7 pin going cross lane. Hard down, that's what it is. Good spare.
It comes right back. 142 with the spare up in the 7th for Chad. Matt, after that open frame, has come right back with 3 in a row of his own. Nice shot. Good execution there. Stayed down, hard.
Ball rotates on the back end and just drives right through, and that's what happened. It's a great shot, Matt. From that bad shot in the 3rd there, he really recovered.
And again, you saw that how much of a fine line that is. Just tugging that ball just a little bit, maybe a board and a half. It rolled right up on him on that shot in the 3rd frame. Straight. That one held. Maybe gotten away with one there.
Yeah, I think he did. He got away with it, but he threw it at good speed. That's the key, though. You got good arm swing. Good ball speed will sometimes hold that from coming high on you. a little bit more of a skid, what you need, and that's what he got.
8th frame here for Chad Moss. Crunch time here for both bowlers. Fairly even match. Chad been trailing here by a little bit. That one got wide and leaving the 210. Lucky to carry that 8 out. We've seen so many times the Lite hit the 2-8-10, but was able to knock that sleeper out of there.
He just got hard and fast, and he didn't stay under the ball, and the ball just skidded out on him. And leaves that 210, like you said, a lot of times it'll leave the 2-8-10, but can convert this if you hit that 2-pin on light side and slide it over, but has to be precise. That's what he'll try, but he didn't get enough with the inside and took the 1.
So second open in 3 frames here for Chad Moss, gives him 169 in the 8th, and he's going to step right up here for his 9th frame. He's going to make a ball change here. That one out, that one overcorrected, and leaving the 3, 6, 9, 10.
Yeah, it's a funny game, John. You start out with a 5-bagger, and every ball was just totally wired, and then you get one bad shot, and then after that you might start forcing a little bit and making changes. And
tough conversion there.
Very tough.
Combination on that side. Well, Matt in control now. Looking for his 6th straight strike since that open frame in the 3rd. Got it. Solid recovery here for Matt Zagar late. Sets him up well here.
Like you said, he started with a double, got the big split, and then now he just went all the way off the sheet. And the way Chad had started, he pretty much needed to do that.
Just needs to stay clean here. Best that Chad can do a 219. And late. Kicked the 7 out.
Got it going there. Got a little bit of a
big break there. That gets a smile out of Norm Swanson. Yeah. That's tough to do these days.
Yeah, it sure is.
Especially when you're on the lanes.
Norm's all intense there watching Matt bowl. So.
So Matt Zagar, strong finish. Got that one wide. There's that 210. He'd been flirting with that earlier.
Yeah, he had a couple of times there. He was close to that, John, but he broke him out. And this time he didn't. But of course, at this point, you don't need it. So he's fortunate to get it at the time that he's got the game won.
Trying to convert it over and missed. 249 for Matt Zagar, but enough for the victory to move on into the men's final. Best Chad can do is 229, and again that 3, 6, 9, 10. Boy, night and day here for Chad. He had the first 5 and was lined up, and that split in the 6th frame kind of unnerved him a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you do that and you make an adjustment and it doesn't work. And you start forcing different things you try to do. And especially when your opponent's throwing strikes, and that's what was happening.
So Matt Zagar out of Kenosha advancing to pick up that final slot in the men's finals, 249 to 205 over Chad Moss. Earl Draper will be back to talk with the bowlers, award the cash prizes when we come back right after this.
Miller Lite All-Star Bowling is brought to you by Lynch GM Superstore. Nobody sells for less than Lynch. 900 Global. For all your bowling equipment and attire, it's 900 Global. Your local bowling center. And Towne and Country Lanes in Burlington, Wisconsin. the home of All-Star Bowling.
Gold. It's the color of quality, the color of taste, the color of a true Pilsner. Let your eyes drink it in. When you want a real light beer, it's Miller time.
It's exploding fun for the whole family. Cosmic Bowling. Towne Country Lanes in Burlington introduces Cosmic Bowling. It's bowling fun with the hottest music and coolest light show all in one. So trade in those dancing shoes for bowling shoes and experience Cosmic Bowling. Cosmic Bowling, only at Towne Country Lane.
Acres and acres of over 500 vehicles for you to choose from. Shop Lynch for your best deal.
You do the driving, we'll do the listening, because I want you to love how you feel in your new ride.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
Miller Lite All-Star Bowling is brought to you by John Magna Pro Shop. GMBA Hall of Famer John Magna has been helping bowlers improve their scores with his expertise and unbeatable prices on the right equipment. Get the Magna Advantage at John Magna Pro Shop, 92nd Street, Milwaukee. And by Alpine Lanes in Muskego, Wisconsin. People love our 16 lanes, 11 flat screens, and outdoor volleyball. But the food at the Avalanche Grill scores high too. Newly remodeled Alpine Lanes in Muskego is a family favorite. Check out Alpine's short season programs beginning in May. Old Settlers Bowling Center in Union Grove. Old Settlers Bowling Center on Highway 11 in Union Grove features bowling and a golf simulator indoors, sand volleyball and horseshoes for the summertime outdoors. For details on year-round fun, call 262-878-3709 or visit oldsettlersbowl.com. River City Lanes in Waterford, Wisconsin. River City Lanes, just off Highway 36 in Waterford, has a full calendar of bowling and specials with volleyball and horseshoe leagues now forming, plus a full menu of food and more than 80 types of bottled beer. River Lanes doesn't stop there. A full-service pro shop and Bruno's Restaurant and Banquet Hall make it a one-stop destination for high scores and full-service dining and entertaining. We do the work, you enjoy.
Okay, welcome back to Miller Lite All-Star Bowling. I want to congratulate the bowlers that got this far, and at this time I'd like to present them with some checks. Keith, $150. You had a good start there, a solid 7, solid 10. Kind of took you out of it, but I want to say thanks for bowling and congratulations for advancing this far.
Thank you, and you run a great tournament. I wish people would patronize this tournament. It's well run. I don't know why entries go down every year. It's a good tournament. People should come out and support the area.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your bowling and appreciate your comments, so thank you. Okay. Well, Jamie, I got a check for $175. You keep to make the show. Someday you'll get all the way, but I mean, you know, you bowled good. You just run into a buzzsaw there, and what can you say?
That's what I do, man. And sometimes, you know, I'm just going to mess the lanes up, something awful for everybody, and, you know, hopefully I strike enough to win, but, you know, I just won my day and threw some good shots when I had to and threw some really bad shots when I didn't need to. And, you know, all you can do is throw the ball the best you can and just hope for the best. That's all you can do. I didn't do it today, so.
All right, well, congratulations. Thank you. We'll see you back next year, I'm sure. Thank you. You bet. And Chad, $200 for your efforts. You started out that game. I thought you were going to go and maybe go chic because you really had a great look those first 6 frames, and then that one shot got you, I guess.
Yeah, I had a sand trap on the right lane and forever push on the left, but try again next year. But I want to thank Miller Lite, Lynch Chevrolet, Lynch, Lebby's Pizza, of course, Lebby's, and AMF, and my sponsor, DV8. So thanks, Merle. Thanks, Towne Country Lanes.
Hey, Chad, thank you very much. It's nice having you. Matt. I don't have any money for you, but that'll be down the road. You're going to make the championship. You're going to make the championship bracket. You bowl really, really good. I was hoping you'd get a strike at that last ball of the first frame because I want to have 13 strikes to talk about. But anyway, congratulations. You're both really, really good out there today.
Yeah, well, I knew it was going to take a big number to win. Very, very talented field, and I was fortunate to come out on top.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you back here at a later date. And at this time, thank you very much for Miller Lite All-Star Bowling.